I'll be honest, it took me 10 years to understand this. People who never join trends aren't behind the world. They're operating on a completely different mental system. When everyone is chasing the same trend, wearing the same clothes, copying the same reels, using the same words, and thinking in the same patterns, there is always a small group of people who stay completely unaffected. They don't rush to adopt what's popular. They don't feel the pressure to keep up. They don't explain themselves. At first glance, they often appear boring, outdated, or disconnected from reality. But psychology reveals something uncomfortable. These people are not slower than the crowd. They are simply not controlled by it. From a psychological perspective, trends work because they exploit a basic human need: validation. The human brain is wired to seek belonging, and trends offer instant social approval. When you follow what everyone else is doing, your brain receives a sense of safety. I fit in, I am accepted, I am not alone. People who never join trends usually have a much lower dependency on external validation. Their sense of self-worth does not rise or fall based on likes, attention, or social agreement. This makes them appear emotionally distant, but in reality, it gives them psychological stability that most people never develop. Another defining trait of trend-resistant individuals is independent thinking. Their mind does not automatically accept something just because it is popular. Instead of asking, "How can I copy this?" they ask, "Why is this happening? And does this actually make sense for me?" Psychology links this behavior to higher cognitive autonomy, the ability to think without surrendering judgment to the group. While the majority consumes trends passively, these individuals process information actively. They observe the crowd without becoming part of it. Trends also provide short-term dopamine. Newness, excitement, and social recognition stimulate the brain's reward system. But people who avoid trends are often less driven by dopamine spikes and more focused on meaning. They naturally think in long timelines. Instead of asking what feels good right now, they ask what will still matter years from now. This is why they often invest their time in skills, ideas, or inner growth while others are distracted by constant external stimulation. Their brain prioritizes depth over novelty. Emotionally, these individuals are more detached from noise. Noise doesn't just mean sound. It means opinions, outrage, hype, and constant comparison. Trends amplify noise. By stepping away from them, these people protect their mental clarity. They are not emotionless. They are selective. This emotional filtering allows them to remain calm in chaotic environments and make decisions without being rushed by fear of missing out. In psychology, this is associated with high emotional regulation and self-control. This is also why such people are often misunderstood. Society rewards visibility, not depth. Loud participation is mistaken for relevance, and silence is mistaken for weakness. Trend avoiders are frequently labeled as antisocial, boring, or unambitious. But over time, a pattern emerges. While the crowd keeps changing directions, these individuals quietly build consistency. And consistency, not popularity, is what compounds into real power. History repeatedly shows this pattern. The people who shape culture rarely follow trends. They create frameworks that trends later orbit around. At the moment, they are ignored. Years later, they are studied. What looks like detachment today often turns into influence tomorrow. One of the most misunderstood aspects of people who never join trends is their relationship with loneliness. Psychologically, these individuals are far more comfortable being alone than most people. Not because they dislike others, but because their identity is not constructed through constant social interaction. Trends thrive on collective behavior, doing something together at the same time. When someone is okay standing outside that collective, it often signals a strong internal identity. They don't feel incomplete when they are not seen, noticed, or echoed by the crowd. Another deeper reason is control over attention. Trends are designed to hijack attention. They tell you what to care about, what to react to, and what to desire next. People who avoid trends usually guard their attention carefully. They understand, sometimes intuitively, that attention is a limited resource. Where attention goes, energy flows. Instead of letting the world constantly decide their focus, they choose it consciously. In psychology, this is linked to high levels of self-discipline and delayed gratification. There is also a hidden fear most people don't talk about: the fear of becoming predictable. When you follow trends, your behavior becomes easy to forecast. Your opinions, tastes, and reactions start resembling everyone else's. Trend-resistant individuals often have a quiet discomfort with this idea. They don't want to be easily readable. They value originality, not the loud, performative kind, but the internal kind where your thoughts are genuinely yours. This is why they often appear private, reserved, or hard to categorize. Interestingly, many of these people were once deeply observant children. They learned early that fitting in came at the cost of authenticity. Over time, their brain adapted to prioritizing inner alignment over external reward. Psychologically, this creates a strong internal compass. They may move slower, but they rarely move in the wrong direction. While others keep resetting their identity with every new trend, these individuals evolve quietly and consistently. This also explains why such people often succeed later in life rather than early. Trends reward speed. Depth rewards patience. The world notices them late because they were never trying to be noticed early. By the time others feel burnt out, confused, or lost, these individuals are mentally grounded. What looked like detachment was actually preparation. If you see yourself in this, if you've ever felt out of place for not keeping up, for not caring enough, for not playing the same game, understand this: there is nothing wrong with you. You were never meant to follow waves. You were meant to understand the ocean. If this video made you feel seen, not entertained, then you're one of us. Like the video so this message reaches people who think they're alone. Subscribe if you want psychology that doesn't follow trends, it explains them.